channel. Today I am going to discuss very important concept of acidic strength of carboxylic acids. So here I am going to share some of the very important concept and tricks to solve the acidic strength of carboxylic acids. So before that I am going to share the basic concept behind this acidic strength. So as you know that this is carboxylic acids, and here this is R is an alkyl group or it may be phenyl group, or R is a CH3 or C6H5 phenyl group. When it gets dissociate into, it forms carboxylate anion and proton, and this carboxylate ion is more stable. Why it is more stable? You see here. See, whenever the negative charge is on the oxygen atom, it moves towards the carbon. So when it comes here, it becomes 5 bond. Carbon becomes 5 bond, because as you know that carbon is tetravalent bond. When this bond gets migrate, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we know that carbon is tetravalent bond. That's why to neutralize this bond from the oxygen, it migrates to form O minus. So I am going to write it as here. RO minus double bond O. So both structures looks like same. This is one type resonance, this is one more type resonance. So why it migrates towards here? Because you know that the electronegativity difference between oxygen and carbon, oxygen is having the more electronegativity, hence it obstructs the bond pair of electrons. It becomes minus when this negative charge migrated here. So here this one resonance and this two resonance. So it has a two resonance, hence this carboxylate anion is more stable. Okay. Next, one more concept that is dissociation constant. Dissociation constant, and it is also called as ionization constant or equilibrium constant. This dissociation constant is equal to the product of the concentration of the carboxylate anion and concentration of proton, and divided by the concentration of the reactant, that is carboxylic acid. So overall this I am going to conclude that the value of Ka is directly proportional to the value of concentration of H plus, and it is also proportional to acidic strength. So the higher the value of K, then acidic strength will be also higher. So if you know this trick, you can solve any problems. Just keep it in your mind. So another concept is there to discuss about this acidic strength, that is nothing but pKa value. That is nothing but pK. So it is one of the important method used to indicate the strength of an acid. So that is pK is equal to the negative logarithm value of the dissociation constant of an acid. You know that this one. So what happens here? This pK value is inversely proportional to the concentration of proton, and also it is inversely proportional to acidic strength. So hence the lesser the value of pK, then higher will be the acidic strength. Why? Because both are inversely proportional. That's why lesser the pK value, higher will be the acidic strength. So based on this I am going to solve one example, then only you come to know. This is formic acid. This is example: formic acid, acetic acid and ethanoic acid. Just now I am going to assign the pK values. So this formic acid pK value is 3.75, and this pK value of acetic acid is 4.76, and its pK value is 4.90. Now just I have given the values of this pK values. Now by knowing this rule or this trick, then you apply which one is more acidic in strength. So obviously higher the value of pK, lesser will be the acidic strength, or lesser the pK value, higher will be the acidic strength. So obviously here that is the higher the pK value, hence this comes last, that is 3. Then next comes 4.76, that is next, and which one is lesser? This formic acid is very less one. That's why lesser the pK, higher will be the more acidic strength. So this will be the order. Let's move on the various concept to determine the strength of carboxylic acids. Now I am going to give one by one concept, and on the based on that concept I am going to give the trick, and also I am going to solve the one example. So this you see the first concept, that is I am going to give the examples. This is acetic acid, and this one is chloroacetic acid, and this one is dichloroacetic acid, and one more trichloroacetic acid. So here how to solve this type of problems. So this is one concept. I am going to give the trick that the number of electron withdrawing group is proportional to minus I effect, and also directly proportional to acidic strength. So you should know this trick to solve this concept. So you check here the where is the electron withdrawing groups is present in this given example. So here, so I am going to see the last one. This is here 3 electron withdrawing group is there, I mean electronegativity is there, and here 2 electron withdrawing groups, here is 1 and here is 0. So what happens, the number of electron withdrawing group increases, the minus I effect also increases, and also acidic strength also increases. So now see here is one electron withdrawing group, it comes to the least, and here there is no electron withdrawing group which comes to the last, very most last. So first is this one. So I am going to write it as, I am naming 4 and 3 2 1. So I am going to assign the order of the increase in the acidic strength. First is 4 1, next 4 3 2 and 1. Now let's discuss the second concept. So now same, and also I am giving the one example. This is what iodoacetic acid and bromoacetic acid and chloroacetic acid and fluoroacetic acid. So this is our second concept, and based on this second concept I am going to give the one more trick, that is electronegativity is proportional to minus I effect, and also proportional to acidic strength. So this is very important trick regarding this type of questions whenever given in the competitive exams. Then how to solve this one? See here, so here iodine group is there, bromine group, and chloro group and fluorine group. You know that according to the periodic table, so fluorine is the highest, I mean the most electronegativity, say around 4.0 something, it is the highest electronegativity. So therefore the electronegativity of the halogen atom increases, the magnitude of minus I effect increases, and also acidic strength increases. So now you can say easily that this fluoroacetic acid is greater in the acidic strength, second one is chloro, third is bromo, last is iodobenzoic acid. Let's discuss the third concept. It is formic acid, acetic acid and ethanoic acid. So previously I solved based on the pK values. Whenever the pK value has given, then we are going to assign the formic acid is greater than acetic acid, and acetic acid is greater than ethanoic acid. But here there is no pK value is not given. So how to solve this type of problem means, you should know the one trick, that is nothing but the length of alkyl group chain is directly proportional to plus I effect and inversely proportional to acidic strength. So you need to know this trick to solve the above problem. So just you see in my question, so where is the alkyl chain is group there, you should find out here. Here hydrogen is neither electron donating group nor withdrawing group. Here it is electron donating group, I mean plus I effect, and here the ethyl group, this is also plus I effect. But you see, I am going to give the order here. What happens, the number of carbon atom increases, the plus I effect also increases, but the acidic strength decreases. See, you see here the alkyl chain here is increased, here less, and here, but our acidic strength, what happens, the number of carbon atom increases. Here you see 2 carbon atom is there, here 2 carbon atom, here 1 carbon atom, here there is no 0 carbon atom. But you should not consider this one because this is a functional group. See here the carbon atom increases, the plus effect also increases, but what happens, acidic strength decreases. So now I am going to order is the formic acid is greater than acetic acid, and acetic acid is greater than ethanoic acid. Let's discuss the fourth concept, and here I have given the examples. You see just what is the difference between these examples is the function group carboxylic acid is same is there, but you should see the chlorine atoms because it is the longest chain I am going to take here. And for based on this concept, again one more is trick is there. Just I write here the least distance is directly proportional to highly acidic strength. So this is a trick to solve this type of problems whenever is given in the exams, like competitive exams like say CET, JEE NET. So what happens, you see, just observe the Cl group where it is attached. So in the last, this is I say give the number, third one, this is 2 and this is first one. In the first one, what happens, the function group is here and electronegativity group is far away from this one. And in the second example, what happens, here the chlorine group is there and it comes to the nearest to the functional group, and here it is almost come to the nearest to the functional group. Then I am going to order is the least distance will be the highly acidic strength. So in 3 examples, which one is most nearest to the functional group is nothing but our third one is the nearest to the functional group, and in second one so little far away, and first one is the full far away. So what happens here, I am going to name it as third one is greater than second one and second one is greater than first one because of the matter of the least distance. Let's move on the very important concept and a very interesting topic also, and this topic is never discussed more in anywhere. So I am going to discuss today, and just because of the knowledge, now I am going to share my knowledge. Okay, that is comparison of aliphatic and aromatic carboxylic acids. So how will be their respective acidic strength, I am going to discuss here. So again I am going to take, this is what formic acid, acetic acid, and this is called aromatic carboxylic acids, that is called carboxylic acids. Then what is the specialty here? Aromatic means is nothing but the functional group carboxylic acid where this carbon is attached by the aromatic ring. That's why it is called as aromatic. Why? How do you say aromatic? Because it is containing the ring. So what happens here? What are the groups? You should first see what are the groups attached to the functional group COH. What are those groups attached here? It is hydrogen. This is different group, and CS it is electron donating group, and C6H5. This is called C6H5 phenyl group. It is attached to the function group, that is COH. So what happens here? This hydrogen, it neither electron donating group nor electron withdrawing group. Neither electron donating nor electron withdrawing group. This is plus I effect. It is electron donating group, and this is electron withdrawing group. I mean minus I. So what happens here? How do you reveal that which one is more acidic in nature? That is called based on the first formic acid. because formic acid which comes to the first category, I am going to name this number 1 2 3. This comes first. Why? Because it is neither electron donating group nor electron withdrawing group. So first I am going to assign this order, first one. And now the competition between second one and third one, that what happens here. So in between this second and third one, electron withdrawing group predominates. That's why here the third one comes and last second one. So I am going to give the some of the pK value also order. So here for acetic acid which comes to the pK value 4.76, for benzoic acid 4.5 something, and for formic acid it is the least one, 3.75. it is a pK value, it's already. And this formic acid pK value I am already discussed. So now I am going to assign this here also. You know that the lesser the pK value, higher will be the acidic strength. At the end of this video I have given one pK chart with respect to their compounds for your reference. So if you like this video, please like it, share it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.